despite claiming earlier in the week he, quote, hadn't had a chance to go through all the boxes he took with him to Mar-a-Lago. Former White House aides tell the New York Times Trump was unusually attached to those boxes and their contents. The staffers reportedly referred to the boxes as Trump's, quote, beautiful mind material.
Two people familiar with the practice tell the Times Trump was meticulous about putting things in specific boxes and could, quote, generally identify what was in the boxes most immediately around him. The former president also reportedly had a habit of bringing documents with him from the West Wing up to the White House residence, and even went around his own staff system for tracking that material. Since leaving the White House, sources tell the Times, Trump has maintained that behavior, even filling up new boxes when those close to him have suggested he condense his collection or review it for classified material.
Why?
So, Joe, this is coming from people close to Donald Trump. People have witnessed this behavior, and that was the running joke, I guess it was, inside the White House, that this guy is like John Nash in A Beautiful Mind, traveling with his documents, keeping his boxes, taking them upstairs. And as Maggie Haberman in the Times team points out, he was warned by members of his own staff, hey, don't take that stuff with you. That stuff is classified. That stuff stays here. So he knew not only what was at Mar-a-Lago was classified, but this goes back to the time when he was president, according to these sources.
These are people that work for Trump, that are around Trump. They're mocking Trump. They're the ones testifying because, you know, I guess they can justify to their friends or their family, I'm going to work for Donald Trump. They can't justify going to federal prison for him, and they're all talking.
This is so bizarre. Just the handling of the classified documents, even from the president. You have been around highly sensitive documents. The idea that he could just take something from the Oval Office to the White House and it wouldn't be handled by, you know, the proper confidential assistant. It is so bizarre that so many holds just were let go and that he was essentially hoarding. I mean, he's a hoarder. It's like you hear these horrible stories about hoarding of animals, and he was doing the same thing with these classified documents.
This is the hoarding of nuclear secrets.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go to Richard.
War plans. And Richard, you know, we're all
funny, but
sort
not
of,
funny.
Well, it's, actually, we're sort of
deadly serious,
smirking at the bizarre behavior, but this is extraordinary. Look at that. Classified documents. Again, that staff member took a picture of that and sent that to another staff member. But again,
a lot of documents.
The magnitude of these crimes, when you start thinking about the fact, I've talked about what would happen if I went to a briefing as a member of the Armed Services Committee, took a classified document back to my office. FBI would be calling me in 15 minutes.